When you work with input files, it's very important that you check to make sure that the input file actually exists before you go ahead and do any processing to it or with it. And the reason is, I'll show you an example here. Let me just change the name of this file here to nofile.txt. All right, I don't have a file named nofile.txt, so let's see what happens when I run the program. Reading data from the file, and I get nothing. So as a programmer, you don't really know when that happens, if it couldn't find your file, or maybe there's a problem with your code. So it's really important that you check to make sure that the file exists. So after you open up the file itself, right after that, we want to use an if-else statement. So if the file is open correctly, so I'm just going to put the file name in here. If the file is open correctly, it'll really set a Boolean flag inside of here that will be set to true, meaning it found it. So if that's true, I'm going to execute all this code. Else, I'm going to display an error message. And let me put an end out here. Okay. So if it finds the file, it'll process it. If it doesn't, you'll get an error message. So this should give us an error message. Error opening input file. And that's much better than just getting nothing. Now if I was to go back and put the correct file name in, this should work just fine. And there we go. Okay, so it's just a simple if-else statement. All you have to do in the if is put the input file stream variable name, because it'll set a Boolean flag for you, either true or false. And be careful where you put the curly braces. You pretty much should put the curly braces around the whole program, right? And the else will just be the error message. So if it finds it, it'll do everything inside of here. And if it doesn't find it, it'll display an error message.